All right, now you're going to work on converting angles to radians and radians to angles. So remember the formula. You take the degrees that you're working with and you multiply it by pi over 180. Remember, they're the same measure if you're looking at a unit circle. Half of a circle is 180 degrees, and half of a circle is pi. I do not know why this is. There we go. All right, so we're going to take 340 degrees. We're going to multiply it by pi over 180. And there's a couple ways to do that. If you're using a calculator, it's pretty simple. You would take 340 degrees, multiply it by 1, hit the fraction button, 180. And then don't type in the pi. You'll need to remember to carry the pi down. But when you type 340, left parentheses, 1, fraction button, 180, right parentheses, and you hit enter, it's going to give you a mixed number. So you're then going to hit the second button, and you're going to hit, this is the T130, the Texas Instrument, the T130 calculator. Second, the ABC button again, and then hit enter, and it will give you 17 over 9, and then you tack on the pi. Let me write that away. So 340 degrees is the same as 17 over 9 pi, or 17/9 pi. Another way to do it, if you weren't allowed to use your calculator, is break 340 and 180 down. So I'm looking at 40 and 80. I know they at least have 20 in common. Well, 2 times 17 is 34. So 20 degrees times 17, and then times pi over 180. Well, 180 is 20 degrees times 9. Oh, look at the 20s can cancel, and then what we're left with is just like that. All right, the same thing with negative degrees. You're going to simplify. Now again, you can do that on your calculator. You can type in negative 960, 1, left parentheses 1, that fraction button, the A, B, C button, 180. And then you'll need to remember to tack on the pi later. And then you're going to hit enter. And then you might need to do second, the ABC button again, enter. And that should end up giving you 16 over 3. And you need to remember to tack on that pi. But if you're going to simplify it, so let me erase all this stuff. If you're going to simplify it without using your calculator, well, 180 and 960, I'm going to guess they have 60 in common. So I'm going to say negative 60 degrees. Well, 6 times 16 is 96. And then pi over 180. And 180 is 60 degrees times 3. Well, the 60s cancel. That's a negative 60, so that leaves a negative 1. And what you end up with is negative 16 pi thirds. All right, now we're going to switch and we're going to convert radians into degrees. So if you have radians, you're going to multiply it by 180 over pi. So we're going to take this and we're going to multiply it by 180 over pi. Well, look at right away, the pi's cancel, and that's going to leave you with degrees. And then with your calculator, so with your calculator, you could just type in 11 fraction button 12 times 180 and then hit enter. So let me go ahead and do that now. 11 fraction button 12, right parentheses times 180, and that gives you 165 degrees. But if you needed to do it without a calculator, well, just take 180, divide it by 12, that gives you 15, so we're going to have 11 times 180 is the same as 12 times 15, all over 12, those cancel. 11 times 15 is 165 degrees. And you're going to do the exact same thing, but now you've got a negative version. So again, I'm going to multiply it by 180 over pi. And since there's a 6 right there, I know that 6 times 30 degrees, or 6 times 30, 6 times 30 degrees, the 6's cancel, the pi's cancel, and that's negative 11 times 30 gives us negative 330 degrees. All right, that's it for converting degrees to radians and radians to degrees. And you'll need this for the next video, which is arc length and sector. All right, that's it.